Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Plan B TV News. Okay, there are a lot of things that is going on in Nigeria. I wanted to talk about this particular video in our previous video, but I said no, it will be too long because we spent about 30 minutes to talk about Boloshoinka. But now, this particular video is going to focus on the Minister of Work, David Umahi, and the rest of the Lagos state governor and their politics engaged Nigerian investors, particularly the Igbo. A lot of you remember that we make a series of videos about the landmark, the coastal road, and the demolition that were going on. They said, oh, we want to do some coastal road. In case you don't understand what is coastal road is like this, like, okay, road beside the beach, roads in the rock side, close to the river. They call it coastal road, close to the ocean. Now, people were saying, no, they should demolish every land. Then we should demolish it. People were really craving to see the demolition because their property were never affected. People were saying they want to see the development in Nigeria. Do you know, after the demolition, the Minister of Work is about to tell you that the construction, which is the road construction, will no longer go on. I want you guys to listen what David Umahi, the Minister of Work, what he said after he demolished people's property. Let's listen.
The challenge there is that we have three critical infrastructure that are located on one spot. One is the to Africa cable, submarine cable, that crossed across 33 countries, connecting about 3 billion people. The corridor, as you have seen, based on the alignment now, is right passing on the submarine cable, and the other side also on the IPP. The submarine cable is a critical security national infrastructure. If it is affected, it's everybody that will be affected. We are therefore appealing that this critical infrastructure located at Mopo that the road be diverted back to the route of the original gazette.
Responding to these concerns, the Minister of Works announced the cancellation of the new alignments in Okuaja. In this axis, the government has decided to adhere to the initial alignment.
To the glory of God, to serve MTN, to Africa, Okuaja community, we are diverting completely from the new alignment, from the old alignment. And we are rejoining back to our new alignment at kilometer 25. Congratulations.
Members of the Okuaja community celebrated upon receiving the news, although the total amount allocated was not disclosed. I seized the opportunity to inquire about the valuation process preceding compensation.
There is, an amount by the federal government, gazetted rates, whereby we used to pay, for properties. And there is also depreciation. It's a professional, exercise. There are people that are licensed to do this. And so, just like an engineer or a journalist, you are ruled by the ethics of your profession. And so that is exactly what we are doing. I do not expect in anywhere in the world that if you put 4 billion, you get 4 billion. That is not the intention. The state government, each of them, they also have their rates, which is slightly lower than that of the federal government. And so that is it. So we are using the gazetted rates, and then we are measuring the areas. Sometimes we pay in linear meters, sometimes we pay in volume. But we are being very fair. Even by right, those that built on the gazetted way are not supposed to receive compensation. Those that built within the 250 right of way of the federal government from the coastline are not supposed to receive compensation. Only permanent structures should receive compensation.
It was a day of relief for some, but not without disappointment for others. However, the federal government maintains that this 700-kilometer road project serves the interest of all Nigerians. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is set to inaugurate the coastal road in Lagos this Sunday. Layla Johnson Salami, Arise News, Lagos.
The exact right of way has been built up. You avoided it. You came to
Because
another...
of time, please, you can put that in writing, please. So
Yeah.
Thank
you. We'll do a petition. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. I understand what you're saying. We are doing the best we can to avoid destruction of many infrastructure, whether they are right or they are wrong. We have done everything possible for the interest of our people, and so it's not going to be by shouting. If you move left, some people will complain. You move right, some people will complain. But we have moved.
Let it not be like maybe me personally, I'm just now only bad news that they carry. Now, please, some people will ask me, why is it like you don't talk about the good things? If there are other good things that this government have brought to Nigeria since 1 year now, they don't complete 1 year for office now. Please comment it in the comment section. Let us know that, okay, ever since this government came into power, oh, this is what they did. This is what they have done. This is what they are doing. Me personally, I have not seen. I've searched Google. I've tried to walk around the whole Nigeria. I've never seen APC took over power. I've never seen anything they have done. Brother and sister, have you seen? I don't think so. No, 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 no. You guys have never seen anything APC have done in Nigeria. They have never done anything good. Now let's digest this whole thing that just happened. You went ahead to demolish people property, people business, people investments. Before you guys demolish this road, a lot of people knew your plan even before you start demolishing, because we all know that those property in Lagos, not even one belongs to a Yoruba man. All these businesses belongs to Igbo people and some other investment, foreigners investment in Nigeria, the landmark. Okay, you want to demolish, you want to do this, you want to do that, you want to put a coastal road. What stopped the federal government to do their investigation before they demolish? Now, after they finish demolition, they are trying to tell you now that they cannot tie the road anymore. Why? Because there is a cable they detect under this landmark. If they have to bulldozer it, maybe it will affect this cable. Then Nigeria will lose network. One big excuse. The biggest of excuse that I've ever seen from a failed government ever. Now, let me put it to you. The reason these people demolished this landmark, remember, like I said in my previous video, that the present governor Sanwo-Olu lost election, the past election for the Labour Party. Now, because of the furious anger that they also lost presidential election in Lagos, they felt like the Igbo people have dominated Lagos and they decide to take it to themselves, come up together and start targeting all the Igbo businesses. Now, they started from markets. They put fire, they destroyed every Igbo market. If I'm lying, please comment it in the comment section. I'm not putting words in their mouth. I'm not lying. This is not even an allege. They were fire. I'm not saying the government because I can defend that, but it's after the election that the fire in the market happened. It was after the election they decided to destroy or demolish Igbo business in Igbo markets, which is the computer village in Lagos. It's after the election the other fire happened in Lagos. It's after the election that they decided to start demolishing all the Igbo real estates in Lagos. It's after the election that they decided to say, oh, this coastal road. They destroyed this road from beginning to the end. It was not during the process of demolition that they found out that, okay, sorry, they stopped. Oh, we cannot continue. They make sure they finish the demolition from beginning to the end. Then suddenly they come up with an excuse and said, oh, we cannot continue this road. What a country. Anyway, I want you guys to listen to what what he said about all of this. We'll be right back to do some messages to it.
So we're here at Mendy Villa, where we're going to get information from the residents that have been affected and to actually understand what really happened here, because there are so many different narratives that are being pushed out. What we understand is that this place has been in existence for almost 20 years. All the documents, legal consents was gotten from the government, and they actually are not built on the canal. Their fence is not on the canal. Now, when you look at all the paperwork, deed of assignment, and the idea that notifications were given by the government without any evidence, because all the residents here are saying they never got notified. Individually, they were given the bills for the bills for land use charge and all of that, but they were never notified about any of these things.
Now you listen to what he said. That is to put to you that those roads they were demolishing did not belong to the government. Those buildings, those land they claim belongs to the federal government, did not actually belongs to the government, or the federal government does not belongs to them. It belongs to the actual people that owns the property. They just decided to target it and demolish it. Anyway, this is where we're going to be ending the video. Please, guys, I want you guys to comment your thoughts about this. Do you just think this is coincidence? This Lagos State governor and the Minister of Work are colliding together to wish hunt the Igbo people in Lagos? Or what do you think? Please comment it in the comment section. This is where I'm going to be ending the video today. Please, we'll be waiting for you in the comment section. Remember, we love you, but God love you more. If you love us, the only way you can prove your love to us is to like this video, comment your thoughts in this video, share this video to all your platform. Above it all, subscribe. If you do, turn on your notification bell so that you wouldn't miss out our future uploads. Until we meet again, stay tuned, Plan B TV. Peace out.
Nigeria has a lot of beach, and the government haven't developed any of the beaches.
Okay, so the private individuals develop this beach, make it very beautiful, and
yes,
it's okay.
Yeah. We've probably put 6 billion naira in.
Just developing it to look this nice.
Yeah. And can you imagine the infrastructure you don't see? The water, the power, the sewage, the internet. So, and all that's underground, and that's in marine conditions and marine environments. So, there's a 6 billion naira bill here. It's over $10 million.
Yeah.
And the government hasn't. And this is a beach that's 1 kilometer long. So imagine if you had to do that for the 236 kilometers of Lagos beaches.
Entrepreneurs will definitely change the world.
We get about 20,000 people within this ecosystem every single week.
20,000 people visit the landmark every week.
We get approximately 20,000 people here every week.
Is that excluding of when you have like massive events? Because I know you have an event center that's quite popular.
Exclusive events.
How much is the ticket in here again?
So the ticket ranges from 2,500.
All right.
Yeah.
You can do the maths.
Yeah. I took a helicopter ride in 2008 and looked around Lagos for a piece of land to buy. I looked at the bustling business district of Victoria Island, looked at the growing sort of residential corridor of Lekki, and I thought to myself from the air, I looked at this area and I thought, what is this? There's an area completely undeveloped. There was nothing here. The roads were not here. None of these buildings were here. We landed the helicopter and I negotiated with the royal family at the time, and we reached a landing to buy this land, right? We've sunk over $150 million in here, right? For a start, right? And that includes the land value. I would say that we're probably looking at something north of $250 million in enterprise value. This is the only family-centric entertainment beach in Lagos, full stop.
I mean,
right?
yeah.
And it's an entertainment center. We get about 20,000 people within this ecosystem every single week.
20,000 people?
It's a mixed-use beach. We employ over 2,500 people here directly. Nigeria has some of the most entrepreneurial people in the world, some of the most hardworking and sincere, some of the happiest people. So, it's a joy to be here. Yeah. I've traveled to 69 different countries, and I wouldn't swap this place for anywhere else.
We bought that property in February. I've only been here for 2 months. For 2 months. For 2 months. All the hard work, all the sleepless nights, everything. If you're in Lagos, you know how much properties in ATOs are cost. You know how much properties in ATOs are cost. Each time my son see me crying, he will always ask me why I'm crying. Mommy, you've been crying. How do I explain to our son? How? What do I tell my children? I'm trying so hard to be a strong woman. But this is very painful. I don't even wish anybody a pain like this. I don't wish anybody to work so hard, so tireless, and face something like this. I don't.